Ilagay mo na lang yung emergency fund mo sa stock market or sa mutual fund. What's your take on that?
No.
We made videos about
We did that already,
hindi,
no?
pero ang dami pa rin questions sa
Wala
ganun.
wala. I mean, at the end of the day, matigas ulo ng ibang tao. Dangerous yan kasi kaya nga emergency fund yan eh. You know, I'm already 52.
Okay.
And let me tell you something for the younger people. Dadaan at one point na buhay mo, magkakaroon ka some form of an emergency, gagamitin mo yung pera na yan. Dangerous yan pag naka-MF yan, naka-stocks yan, kung saan man yan. Kasi by the time you need that money, pwedeng kumita o pwedeng lugi. Pwedeng negative ka pa. So, imbes na nakatulong sa'yo, napahirapan ka pa.
For those who don't know what alpha is, what
Alpha is invested in, hindi pa siya blue chip, pero ito yung mga packet na, ito yung mga medyo volatile. So pag
Okay.
kumita yung market, iniiwan niya lahat ng funds.
Okay. In your 30 plus years of experience, para kanino yung equity fund, para kanino yung equity index fund?
Start.
Okay.
Start. Don't overthink, don't over-prepare. Just start with what you can and then eventually build from that and can study and learn.
In this video, we talk about mutual funds. What's the difference between equity, bond, balance? How do you know if mutual funds will fit you? Should you actually invest in mutual funds? We have someone who has been 30 plus years in
Yes.
the investment landscape,
In the financial services industry.
financial services industry.
I started when I was 11.
He started when he was 11. He's now 41,
Yeah.
42. That's not true.
Matanda pa rin.
Check this video out.
Right. Hi everyone, inviting you to Icon 2019 in Davao. We're gonna bring the largest and most empowering investment conference. We're gonna bring it to Davao November 30. Please join us.
Details are in the description and in the link
And you'll
below.
see Marvin.
So see you all, guys.
Marvin.
Okay, let's talk about naman funds 101.
Sige.
Meaning, when I say funds, this is money that you give to a fund manager that they will
Manage for you.
invest and manage
So
for
pwede
you.
mutual fund, pwede UITF.
Pwedeng
Okay.
UITF. Tsaka di lang yun. Balance, bond, tsaka
Alright.
equity fund, tsaka
Okay.
equity index fund. First things first,
Uh-huh.
para kayo talaga to. Who is the mutual fund for?
I think number one, it's for everybody. I have
Okay.
that belief that not everybody can understand the nuances of investing in the stock market or
Okay.
will have the time to understand or siguro have enough money to make it worthwhile. Then mutual fund or a UITF would be a good way. For me, it's a starter program.
Okay.
It's a starter program. So you can be able to do that. So I invest in the mutual funds. I invest in UITF.
Okay. When you say starter, ano sabihin nun? Starter because parang you don't need to study it
Madali,
anymore.
una hindi siya ganun kahirap intindihin. Madali ang entry level niya, 5,000 lang, you can start it.
Okay.
1,000 na nga ngayon bumaba pa sila, no? So, it's a good way to do it. And example, no, if I only have 10,000 and I follow your diversification, hindi ka magagawa yun, stock, gano'n, how can I diversify stocks with 10,000?
Actually, I don't tell people to diversify for 10,000 eh.
And it's sobra, di ba?
Oo.
Pero sa mutual fund or UITF, automatically it's diversified na.
Okay.
So, it's a good way to do it. It's very passive. I don't worry about it. Fund managers handle it. Pwedeng active or pwedeng index-based. So, all of these things can work for you.
Okay. So, it's something na passive, pero do you still need to spend the time to actually study
Oo
it?
naman, never invest in something you don't understand.
Okay. So, what
Kasi
level?
baka mamaya, maraming klaseng funds eh. Merong
Oo.
equity, merong alpha, merong broad-based, maraming klase, may index. So,
Okay.
kailangan alamin mo naman yung mga yan para alam mo kung ano yung bagay sa'yo. So, at the end of the day, it's matching. Matching is what investment would be best fit for you according to your objective, according to your need.
Okay, tapos?
And then execute. Start it. Diba? Pwede mo i-auto-debit yan. Pwede yung may pera ka. So, depends on how you do it.
Pero, what do you suggest? Pag nag-mutual fund ako, do I need to complete my emergency fund first? Or
Yeah.
pwede nang diretso na ako mutual fund kagad?
Alam mo yan, nasa no-nonsense personal finance, step-by-step guide. We've been to check. So basically, ang tinuturo natin, Marvin, dapat marunong kumap ng pera. Sana naaayos mo na yung debt mo, may emergency funds ka, and then you invest ka. Or
Okay.
covered ka na,
Okay.
or insurance. So you wanna be able to do that. So basically, sa akin, do not invest na wala pang emergency funds. Delikado yan.
Okay. As in,
Kasi-
pero do they need to fill it up na 6? Kunyari may stable job naman sila. When do they know na pwede na? Hintayin
Again,
talaga nila yung 6 months.
Relative yan, ano? Sabi
Okay.
sa akin, di na siguro. pag naka 2-3 months ka na, you can slowly start to do it. No?
Oh.
Pwede nang gawin niya. Pwede naman isabay yan. So,
Okay.
hindi naman ako ganun ka-legalistic sa, I mean, some people, dapat ganito. Sayang din naman yung pera, lalo na, kunyari, marami ka na ibang sources.
Okay. Syempre, yung 6 months also na emergency fund, iba yun pag, kunyari, 100,000 sweldo mo versus 20,000. Yung 20,000, you just need to make 120, mas madaling habulin versus someone who has 600.
Yes, correct.
So, does that still apply na 100,000 sweldo mo, as you suggest that they fill the
pag
600?
malaki sweldo mo, ibig sabihin malaki din expenses mo.
Okay.
So, it's a multiple of those things. So, ako, I tell people, no, the 3 or 6 months is based not on income but based on expenses.
Okay.
It's easier to understand kasi pag may nangyari naman sa'yo, expense mo naman kailangan mo itawid eh. Hindi naman to kailangan napakalaki para you don't use the emergency funds won't make money for you. It's just there for emergencies. So, you have to do that way now.
Okay, tapos, ito pa. There's a notion naman na pag nag-i-invest ka, wag ano tawag doon, ilagay mo na lang yung emergency fund mo sa stock market or sa mutual fund. What's your take on that?
No.
We made videos about
We did
that.
that already, no?
Pero, ang dami pa rin questions sa
Wala
ganun.
wala. I mean, at the end of the day, matigas ulo ng ibang tao. Dangerous yan kasi kaya nga emergency fund yan eh. You know, I'm already 52.
Okay.
And let me tell you something for the younger people. Dadaan, at one point na buhay mo, magkakaroon ka some form of an emergency, gagamitin mo yung pera na yan. Dangerous yan pag naka-MF yan, naka-stocks yan, kung saan man yan. Kasi by the time you need that money, pwedeng kumita o pwedeng lugi. Pwedeng negative ka pa. So, imbes na nakatulong sa'yo, napahirapan. So,
Pero
kaya, tsaka ito pa, ito danger doon. When I invest in the market or everything, you know, Marvin knows I'm a long-term player, nilagay ko pera dyan, hindi ko gagalawin yan. So, yung emergency funds ko, hindi ko lalagay dyan. So, I won't do it.
Pero the logic daw is, pag emergency, dibenta mo na lang na palugi. Is that something you subscribe to? What's the
No.
risk about that?
Sa akin kasi, at the end of the day, mas maganda yung clear ako ng emergency funds.
Okay.
So, for me, that's a very irresponsible statement.
Okay.
I know some people are advocating that. That's so dangerous eh.
Okay.
And I know Marvin, grabe, Marvin is like 4 years worth of emergency funds. So,
Hindi naman. So after that,
ikaw, why do you recommend emergency funds muna bago magkaroon ng, ikaw, bakit?
ah,
Kaya,
kaya ako matapang sa invest kasi may cash ako.
yan,
Kasi
exactly.
cash is king eh.
Alam mo, at the end of the day, hindi mo wino-worry, di ba? Hindi mo wino-worry yung mangyari. So, hindi naman lagi kumikita eh. Ako kaya, sa akin importante yan, hindi ako nasistress eh.
Okay.
So, if the markets are not doing well, or, you know, my stocks not doing, okay lang. I'm willing to wait. Kasi hindi naman yun ang bread and butter ko, hindi naman yun ang source of security ko.
Okay, so let's go back now. Let's backtrack. So dapat, before you invest in mutual funds, you have some sort of emergency fund.
Yes.
You just have
Maybe hindi pa 6, basta meron na. 1, 2, 3.
So at least meron ka ng sense na meron ka na
Yes.
na tabi for emergencies.
Yes.
So now, how do they determine kung equity ba, bond fund ba, balance ba, alpha ba? How will they know na ano yung pinaka-okay?
Syempre
Okay.
objective yan. At saka
Okay.
objective time
Teka
frame.
lang, nasisira yung framing ko.
Objective.
Gumagalaw ka man.
Ang laki ng problema
Hindi,
natin.
okay.
No? Objective, number 1, risk preference and tolerance.
Okay.
And then time frames.
Okay.
So, bata ka, gusto mo, konti lang inaano mo, you're willing to wait a longer time, mataas ang risk tolerance mo, mag-alpha-based equity ka.
Okay. For those who don't know what alpha is, what
Alpha is invested in, hindi pa siya blue chip, pero ito yung mga packet na, ito yung mga medyo volatile. So, pag
Okay.
kumita yung market, iniiwan niya lahat ng funds.
Okay. Do a lot of funds have alpha or it's
Hindi lahat.
specific
Hindi
funds lang?
lahat.
Okay.
Alpha is not, ang hirap pag-name ng brand, pero mayroong ako, I have some alpha. Para sa stocks, di ba, may alpha ka.
Okay.
Meron kang mga...
So for younger people who have a lot of risk, who have a longer time frame,
alpha is good.
Okay, next.
Then, there's, kasi may alpha, merong equity index na hindi naman alpha. Medyo broad yung pagka-base na kadalasan na naman ito, blue chips.
Okay.
Kasi pag nag-index ako, I have to follow the index formula, di ba? Pwedeng oversubscribe itong stock ko, pwedeng undersubscribe. So, the index, ginagawa nila, ang equity fund is parang index, plus minus, pero iba-iba yung weight nila.
Okay.
Like, for example, let's say, ang SM, I think, is that the biggest part of the index today, di ba?
Oh, one of the.
Or one of the biggest. Siyempre, ang laki ng weight nun sa index. So, pag sinunod mo index fund, kailangan gawin niya. Paano kung tingin mo, SM is hindi na ganun kalaki yung magiging potential mo? Babawasan mo yung weight mo ngayon sa SM, lilipat mo sa iba. And that's how equity funds work also. Then, meron index. Yung index, mini-mirror mo kung ano itsura ng fund. Pati yung weight niya.
Okay.
So, kung ano mangyari sa fund, more or less, ganun mangyari sa index, more or less, ganun mangyari sa fund.
In your 30 plus years of experience, para kanino yung equity fund, para kanino yung equity index fund?
Equity index is very, very passive. It's self-correcting. So, in the long run, if it's managed well, an equity fund should outperform an index. If. Pero, that doesn't always work. Kasi, you cannot always predict. Kasi index, you just trust what the index, happens eh. So, in a more established investment environment like the US, the index outperforms some equity. But not all, some equity still outperform them. Sa Pilipinas, baliktad yung student natin, yung mga funds medyo ina-outperform pa index. Again, may period na index mananalo, may period na pero like Alpha always outperform kasi ang liit pa ng market natin eh.
Okay.
Like what Marvin is doing is like an Alpha. Okay, basically hindi ka naman sumunod sa index eh. So parang ganoon nangyari yan. So you follow an index, you have it's like having a Marvin Guillermo managing your funds for you.
Okay. So, we have alpha, we have equity index fund. Balance, para kanino naman yun? Tsaka
balance. So, may bonds ka na medyo safe at saka may equity ka. Personally personal to guys, personal to. I'm not a big fan of balance.
Okay.
Kasi pinsan feeling ko naghahatak na silang dalawa.
Okay.
So, I have bond fund, I have equity fund. I cut out of balance. Personal to again, may mga tao na talagang medium lang talaga yung risk nila, long term pa rin, then balance fund works for them. Ako, I separate them.
Okay.
So,
pero
depending
yung misconception sa balance, they think na pag balance, 50% bonds, 50% equity. That's not true.
May mga tinatawag na true balance, at saka merong mga balance-balansan lang.
Okay.
Kasi meron ko nakita, meron tayo yung balance lang, puro equity naman. Meron naman, puro bonds lang. So, depending on the balance fund that you buy. So, basahin mo yung prospectus, pa-explain mo kung ano talaga laman yan.
So, what do you suggest more, yung balance-balansan o true balance?
Hiwalay mo yung bonds mo, hiwalay mo yung equities mo. Yan yung suggestion ko.
Okay. So, bond fund, when do people need to go to bond funds naman?
Kunyari, kumita ka na, gusto mo yung earnings mo, kumita na equity fund mo.
Okay.
Let's say ganito, lagyan natin amount.
Okay.
Between 30 to 55, naka-equity ka.
Okay.
60, mag-retire ka na. Pwede yung last 5 years mo, i-bonds mo na. Para yung hindi na gagalaw masyadong kinita mo, kumita, nilock-in mo na. Okay. So, yun ang purpose. O kaya, iba talaga, conservative. Ayaw na movement.
Okay, so
ayaw na magulo. Di ba? Bonds na lang talaga.
So, yun lang ba yun? Alpha, equity index, equity, balance, bond. Money market.
Meron pa, money market. Ito yung mga money market kasi ginagamit yan para kasi if you buy certain, masyadong malaki yung requirement nila. So, they go through a money market fund. So, ito pwede mo to gamitin for emergency funds kasi short terms lang yan eh.
Okay.
Naka-pool lang din sila.
Okay. Pero bonds are also low risk. Anong difference ng bond funds sa money market?
Bonds, pwede ka pa rin malugi. Kasi remember, bonds are being traded. And sometimes, nag-negative din ang bond.
Okay.
Hindi siya kasing wild na pero meron din siya. So, bonds are more for moderate term. Money market is for short term. Equities is for long term.
Okay.
In a 20 years, your equity will outperform your bonds. In the next 3 to 5 years, pwedeng oo, pwedeng hindi. Okay. In the next 1 year, your money market may or may not outperform your.
So, we talked about yung differences ng bawat fund. We talked
You're
about
all in my book called Build Your Future.
Okay, we also talked about we also talked about all of the differences of all of the funds. We talked about kung kanino siya pasok. Kanino naman yung hindi pasok yung funds?
Yung walang pera.
Okay.
Kung wala kang pera, wala pang invest.
So
Hindi. Funds are, if you're, like say Marvin does his own. So he doesn't need a fund manager, he does it his own. Kung mga DIY ka, ano ka na mag-funds.
Okay.
Kasi kung kaya mo naman yan, o marami kang pera, may fund manager, meron kang private banking, and then,
So what's the biggest upside pag nag-funds ka?
Convenience,
okay.
Madali siya intindihin,
okay.
Madali siya pumasok, madali siya unload,
okay.
May tax benefits siya kasi nga the tax already is there.
Okay.
So, may mga may mga advantage siya.
What's the negative side naman of putting it into
May
funds?
fees yun eh. May
Okay.
fees yun. So, pag bumili ka ng stocks mo, mas mura yung binabayaran mo sa, pag bumili ka sa equity fund, may binabayaran ka management fund. So, yun yung downside niya. So, sana maganda naglagay mo ng fund para yung management fee mo sulit. Kaya nga, kung ang fund mo, hindi naman marunong, yung fund manager mo, lagi na lang underperformance, akala mo ilipat.
Where can they see all of this? Yung list ng mga funds na performing well, not performing well.
Siguro you have to do due diligence. Pero I like tifa.com.ph,
Okay.
TIFA.
Okay.
Kasi lahat ng mutual fund nandun, so you can actually do that. And sa Bloomberg, meron yan.
Okay.
So, mga ganyan. Sa uitf.com.ph, meron din.
So, pag UITF yung habol nila dun sa uitm.com.ph, pag mutual funds sa pifa.com.ph. Okay.
And most of them are in Bloomberg, in MarketWatch.
Okay. So,
Kailangan alam mo lang yung mga codes. Yun lang ang problema. Bakit yung alam mo yung mga codes?
okay, so all of this, we will talk about in Icon 2019
Yes.
Davao this November 30.
Featuring the one and only
Hindi.
Marvin.
No. What's it about naman?
It's an investment conference.
Okay.
Anong year siya pa? 7th na? It's the 7th year. This is the investment conference that we started in Manila that we're now bringing nationwide. This is our third offering for the year. We started in Manila, then Iloilo, then Davao. And we're gonna bring the best speakers. Rex Mendoza, we have Marvin Guillermo, we have Dotong Kakananto, we have all these great, amazing speakers that are really the experts and they practice what they preach. And then we're gonna feature them. And maganda lang, sobrang okay siya. It's so empowering, it's unbiased, we tell you the whole story, we're not selling anything. So ano kami doon, medyo very objective.
Okay,
At
final
saka andun si Marvin Guillermo.
final words for people who are not yet investing.
Start.
Okay.
Start. Don't overthink, don't over-prepare. Just start with what you can and then eventually build from that. And you can study and learn and at the end of the day, sana meron tayong, sabi nga ni Rex, no? I hope that there's always a bias for execution. Kasi ganda ng mga idea, hindi naman ina-execute.
Okay.
If you bought in mutual funds 3, 4, 5 years ago, you're in a better position today. Or, kasi merong naman, di ba? Kasi kalaban mo sa non-investment, hindi naman yung kumita o lugi yung nagastos mo yung pera. Sabihin naman gano'n, nagastos mo yung pera kasi di in-invest. So,
Okay.
yun lang. I think that's what I want to tell everybody. And of course, listen to the one and only.
Now, ito interesting. We had Jason Law several times in the vlog. He always would end it with something inspiring. Any inspiring quotes you would give people? Go! Patay!
Seek first His kingdom and His righteousness. At the end of the day, sa akin, lang yan you should understand your purpose and everything has to be consistent with that purpose. And know that at the end of the day, wealth, money is just a tool. It's not the end goal. Go with something that is deeper and you understand, know your whys, and do it. And follow Marvin Guillermo.
Okay, so that's it for now. See you all in Icon.
Sorry, hindi ako
2019
inspiring.
Davao.
Hindi ako
okay
inspiring,
lang
hindi ako
yan. Okay
motivational.
lang yan. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.